Yay! We're officially live on YouTube as well. Alright. Time to continue our Elden Ring playthrough, though I promised myself I was going to start up Elden Ring slightly earlier today, so it wasn't going to be 9-12 p.m. when I started playing, where my reflexes are at their worst. Somehow that didn't happen, but we had a blast, but we are ready to dive into some more Elden Ring today. We played about 2 hours of the Elden Ring DLC yesterday, where I fear we mostly ended up talking about food as we explored the Abyssal Woods. We finally found ourselves at, I guess what you would call, a mansion within those Abyssal Woods. That reminds me a lot of the structure that you come across Miquella in Bloodborne. And lo and behold, at the very end of said mansion, or in the center of it, at the heart of it, we did find ourselves a boss. We found ourselves a boss. Now, we only just encountered the boss. We haven't had a chance to best it. So we're going to be working on today. But we did unearth a tiny bit of lore about said mansion. So I guess I can recap as the game is kind of booting itself. And, you know, avert your ears if spoilers are involved here for you. But we came across a mansion called Midra's Manse, or I guess Midra's Mansion. The Abyssal Woods is a sanctum of Sage Midra. It is an area untouched by sunlight, and it is a region forbidden by the Horn Scent. Midra, I believe, committed a crime, so to speak. We are uncertain of which crime he committed. But as far as lore goes from the items that we found, and I could be wrong about this, he was a man who failed to become a frenzied lord in a distant land in a long past age. And he was gently cradled by a character called Nanaya. He claims he's endured more than enough and asks Nanaya to forgive him as we come across him in the heart of the mansion. You might have seen him in the Shadow of the Erdtree trailers, but maybe not in his full form. So, with that preface, we are going to fight Midra and hopefully beat him today, before we can progress on to a new region. And there were janky NPCs walking around and stuff, and she thought it was a real thing. Incredible. Okay. So what I learned from this boss yesterday is we need to be kind of aggressive. While resisting madness. I believe I only have one madness bolus left, and I do not have the means to craft it. So we're gonna have to keep that in mind. The good thing is that if we do proc madness, and we do get damage through the madness meter resets. So as long as we don't die. Yeah, very Demon Souls, I see that. I'm still wondering what this like spiked object in the head of this boss is. And by the way, body horror warning here, we're just gonna watch the cutscene again today. Is because we do find a line of bodies outside Midra's mansion with the same thing protruding, this time from their necks, because it seems they've all been decapitated. But even this guy goes through some form of decapitation, I believe, when he removes this entire like spear slash thing out of his neck head. Like, you can see the stretching of his neck. And off it comes. Extremely gruesome. You had a different read on the guys out front, but I can't remember how close of a look I got on them. We've seen a lot of them in like similar prostration form before. Oh, that... I don't know if that thing... This is such a cool design, by the way. Well, I'd love to hear your thoughts, Carl. Hey, Saidana, what's up? A lot like Melania's powers, I feel. Dang. He really whiffs a lot ahead of him. Okay. Huh. Looked like fingers were coming out of their necks to replace their decapitated heads. I didn't look too deeply into that. Okay. Well, all I saw was that yellow stuff, the same thing that his weapon is made out of, coming out of them, from what I saw. But we can go take a look at them in a minute here, Carl. Once we beat this boss. And that's why I was like, okay, I wonder what the yellow is. Maybe it's just a crystallization of madness? I'm not really sure. I would love to learn more after I beat this boss. But he has the same thing protruding from his head, except his is much larger than what they had. Shouldn't have recalled back, she just stood my ground. He seems like Ra, the sun god. Interesting. Everyone I've literally spoken to about this who's watched my stream, Saidana has said the same thing, that they are in love with this boss, they find it an incredible boss. I don't know if I'm necessarily like in awe in the same way as everyone, but I will say the design is really sick. Like, I think there's a lot of beauty to the design of the boss. The entire fight, though, I guess I need to wait until I beat it to really get a grasp of my enjoyment of it. It could be fingers, because it could be the 3 fingers, Carl, if we just had to talk about fingers in relation to madness. That could be it. It must be a finger. Dang. I didn't do enough damage to force him into that weird second phase burst, and I thought he was gonna do that, and then I like choked the following follow-up attacks. Yeah, madness is just frenzy. I agree. That place gave me terror, Ben Jack. Like playing Bloodborne and facing frenzy, and that's why this place just gives me callbacks to Miquella. Terrifying. I didn't even know what I was doing half the time. It was just more like me running scared, trying not to get madness or frenzied. And I would say this place has been the closest to Bloodborne in terms of fear in a while. But I feel like Abyssal Woods even surpasses it in atmosphere. But it's still quite empty. Like a lot of the DLC struggles with. Missing that third follow-up. Madness isn't nearly as rough as a mechanic as Frenzy. I love the idea of Frenzy, but mechanically it was such a bummer to deal with. I agree. I agree. He's a tiny bit like Miquella that actually got the powers he sought. Also, just the entire area he's in kind of reminds me a lot of it. The traversal of it. Oh god, curses suck. Curses are terrible. I hate frogs. Deathblight is as close to curses minus the halved HP. They just know it's the best game, so they really claw back to it. The winter lanterns, those were terrifying. Did you get scared by the first time they approached you, Carl? Or like stalked you? I got goosebumps. I'm really terrible at dodging this slower. I'm rolling too early. Face only a mother could love. Hi, Roland. I think the frenzied Lord of Frenzied Flame looks really cool, concept-wise. Like it's almost like I don't know how to explain it, but to me his design is kind of akin to a mini sun or like a sunflower.
The depths of your...
When I realized what they were, I just muttered to myself, no fucking way, no way, they did it again, they fucking did it again, this is incredible. Is that the thing that you made a story about on Instagram, Carl? I was like, oh, I need to ask Carl what he meant about this when I finished the DLC myself. Yeah, I was honestly blown away at my arrival at this area. And all the warnings that you find, like, stunned. Oh, you can really just whip a lot of this. You tell me about when you do. Okay, gotcha. You're a hater? What are you a hater of, Ben Jack? Okay. I gotta focus. I gotta will myself not to roll too early.
The depths of your...
The minute when you let this guy like crawl around, he's kind of annoying. You just wail on him, he's just easy to push back. Bully him. That second version of it, it seems you can like stand. Oh, left really seemed to help me dodge a lot of that. It seems like you just stand behind him and he won't even hit you with any of it. I think here is just okay. I step in the right direction, but I think From Sword just don't click with me, right? Despite Bloodborne being the best game they ever made, and you agree with that. Okay, that's fair. I think right now, From Software is in a new era of making games, and they have a lot to learn. They took a lot of lessons from Sekiro, they took a lot of lessons from Souls, and some of those they've really managed to perfect. But open world games are such a new ballpark for them, and I think Elden Ring is just the first step towards them working on games like this in the future. And it would be nice to be able to see them design some more linear or beautiful level design games from them in the future that aren't so open world. But I'm all for them experimenting, trying new things, and learning from them. And weaving them into new games, so. Why is my game lagging so much? Jeez, do you all see this? I can't play the game. Dang, that's really, really bad. It's a little laggy as soon as you get into this game. I'm not sure why my computer is struggling right now. Let me just take a look if there's anything in the background I can close. It's definitely lagging up. Give me a moment. Trying to see what could be the culprit here. Is it the final boss? No. What's taking all my... Feels like it's a memory problem. No, my whole computer is kind of lagged up. Yeah, it's a memory issue. Seems like Chrome and Elden Ring are kind of eating up my memory. Sorry, 1 second. We don't generally face troubles like this, but something is eating all my memory right now. Hi, Singu. I think we're okay. The secret to the fight is not to get killed, and if you can avoid that, you got this. I spent 3 hours on this boss. All right, let's go. I think we fixed the lag. Whew. It must have just been Chrome eating up so much memory, because it just got bad for that one instance of the fight, but it was not as bad, if it was bad at all, beforehand. And it's not the first time we've like streamed 2 platforms at the same time. I imagine there's also a lot of my subathon stuff running that's causing it to eat up a little bit more memory as well. That last one is the one I can never avoid. I don't know. I really don't know if it's because ER made things that are slightly more aimed towards the average gamer, because it's still so hard for so many, that it took off. I just think that they tapped into something that was appealing for masses. Like, it looks fun. It looks interesting. The trailers were extremely like appealing. There was much there that caught people's attention, and it helped.
Depths of your foolishness.
Thanks, Carl. Thanks for the 200 bits. I think the fact that Martin worked on this brought people into the franchise as well, knowing that a acclaimed, at least author in the last like decades that people can relate to had a hand in this. So it drew a lot of people in. I would already like if Elden Ring has a pause button. You can technically pause Elden Ring. It's a bit nuanced, but you can pause Elden Ring. Maybe. It could be the fact that it was open world. I'm personally not exactly hunting for open world games, but it could have been all it took to lure people into the franchise. Or just From Software just got to the point of like acclaim with so many people. Like just, it got to critical points. They've just gained a really good reputation for themselves, and they don't need to do more for themselves at this point. Apparently the rumored new From Software game they're working on is codenamed Spellbound. That sounds really interesting, actually. Kojima working on the next Armored Core. It would all be cinematics and famous actors. Dodging any of this guy's attacks. I don't know why either. I think they've built the reputation for them among all sorts of gamers now, so it's just a matter of following it, seeing what they followed up with. God, that's brutal. Jeez. I actually haven't heard of the rumor, Carl, but then again, I haven't really put emphasis on chasing rumors. I spent the entire day wrapping up the end game in Pokemon Sword and Shield because I needed exactly 2 legendary Pokemon. I'm finally done. Yo, Hugh, let's freaking go. Ikame is Zordu. God, that was brutal. Oh, heck. That's one of the downsides of, buffing in the arena is giving him a chance to come up to you and do this. I will say this again, my opinion about From Software is I am happy to just let them do their thing. Whether it's to expand on existing games, whether it is to dive into a new subgenre, whether it's to improve upon the formula of Souls, or continue doing things like Elden Ring, I'll be more than happy. I trust they'll make good games, and I'll give them a go when they happen.
Depths of your...
All you had to do was phone in a friend, Hugh, apparently. I want to be faster in rolling. He's lagging up my computer again. He's doing it again. Okay, you can get behind him as he does that. That means you can punish him. Oh, dang. Sick. He gets faster with his sweeps too. Very nice. But I wanted my own. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it.
Depths of your...
Hey, Adrian. You haven't made it to this boss yet? A little early to roll there. That sucks because we take a lot of madness. Heck. Hey, Pseudo. Yeah, lore through is back. It won't be much of a lore through if we just come to a complete halt. I need to plan some earlier sessions of Elden Ring. But I've been just having fun doing other things on stream. It's kind of been nice. But at the same time, God, I really want to finish this game. Hey, Sleepy Owl, Kayvon, what's up?
Depths of your...
Hello. You've been out all day? Has it been a good day? I feel like I rolled the first one, but that was off. How did I find myself behind? Heck. I'm not doing a good job at reading his attacks. Maybe we can just walk behind him rather than trying to roll behind him. Yeah, it's a bit hot-headed. So I know how to deal with the madness flames coming forth. One of his attacks is a 3-hit combo, or he uses his left-hand dagger to stab in front of him. Yeah, I don't have a grasp of the timings completely. Like, I'm just trying to watch, but like by the time I watch through what cues could give me an indication to like dodge, I've pretty much already died at that point. What's the daily cap for a subathon? I am doing about 12 hours every day pseudo. It's not going to be a strict 12 hours. Like if I go a little under or a little over, that's completely fine. It's kind of based on my mood. But I don't really want to promise more than 12. So I would say 12 is a safe bet. And then whatever remains carries over to the next day. I'm also just like hitting him with a square off where I've already lost my window to square off. I'm being either like really late in my reactions or not aggressive enough. It's really bad. No, what talismans do I have? I will. I'll do my best. Thank you, Sudo.
Depths of your
The depths of your depravity. But he says foolishness instead. I keep thinking he's gonna say depravity, but he doesn't. Last one. What was that last one? Should know better. I should know better. There's so much like I think what's happening right now is I'm rolling way too much for things that are completely unnecessary rather than well-timed rolls. And it just I spend so much time just wasting stamina and potentials for me to respond differently. And then it just ends up catching me off guard because I'm just rolling without a rhythm.
depths of your
He's fun. I just feel I'm not on my best game right now. Hey Pontus, what's up? Good to have you back. How are you? Let's friggin' sweep upwards, dude. Gosh, it may be related to the particles if this is happening again. Had ice cream? Sick. What kind of ice cream do you have? Okay, you can hit him while he's doing that attack. Yeah, maybe start ending streams with a bit more comfy content rather than like ones that require my full focus might be a good idea, Amber. I agree. Oh, orange and chocolate. That sounds great. I love orange and chocolate in chocolate bars, but I don't think I've ever got to try it in the form of ice cream. I would love that. Does that come in like gallon like ice cream boxes or in like popsicles? I should really roll that one. I rolled that one. Come on, buddy. Is it satisfying combo to roll? But you gotta be patient with it. Oh, he has a follow-up. Sick. I'm just getting madness. I didn't die there. Oh, sick. And that didn't proc more madness? You can get behind that one, but it's, I feel like you gotta time yourself for it. He actually gave me a really good phase 2 opening, and I, did not react to him as well as I could. Kitchen's at 90% done. I've done well. I will be able to cook in it tomorrow. Let's go, Gorka. I'm proud of you. I'm glad you're getting all settled in. Really, the sea... Okay, I need to go try it, Pontus. Thank you for recommending that to me. Because I've recently been having more of that brand of ice cream. I had like a pistachio one recently, and it was quite good. So I gotta check out if I can find the orange chocolate ones now. That sounds really, really good. I've just been buying like Lidl gelato. Because... they had some nice variants of like tiramisu and some other delicious stuff. Or like just Ica stuff. It's being really aggressive in phase 1. Hey, Medicates! Good to have you. Is it Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. Should look a little better. Alright, let's go destroy this boss.
Depths of your...
Oh, we did so many frenzy attacks in a row there. Gave me a good opportunity to do damage on it, but I was not expecting that many frenzy attack follow-ups. Oh, rolled slightly too early. Sick openings. Yeah, stay down. Sick. Let's freaking go. Bully the heck out of this boss. Oh, god dang it. Not the place I would want to be when dodging that set of attacks. Hi, Viz. What's up? Welcome in. Like, it's the same pattern as his first phase, but I had a panic moment where I rolled rather than paid attention to what he was doing. It could have moved. It could have given way just a tiny bit.
The depths of your...
I managed to organize a lot of boxes by room. Like, this one needs to be in the room for unpacking later, so it's slowly happening. We're limited daylight hours because in 3 of the rooms, the landlord removed the light fitting. So weird. What the heck? That sucks. So you're either gonna have to get one of those, like, industrial lights to, like, light the room or, like, buy lamps. That's annoying. That could potentially be, like, a 5-hit combo. Oh my god. Hey, Trepass, what's up? One of your favorites? Nice. It's going well. We're in like late phases of day 2 of the subathon, 10 hours in. It's been a good time so far. How have you been? So we're just gonna buy a light fitting suck. Sounds good. I might be able to punish some of these openings even more than I thought I can. Yeah. It's been cool. We've been having a chill day today. Played a bunch of Supermarket Simulator, which was really good. Things are going well. I think so too. This is the opening we can go for. Bigger punish. And quick roll. Let's get that stagger roll again. Get that frost proc. Go for a big stagger. Go for another one. I don't think you can get him out of this one. Okay. He went slightly too far up for me to have charged a bigger attack. I should have just taken my leave at that point. Have you considered party animals? I have considered a lot of games of this. I have so many things I want to do. I think I'm just kind of going with the flow of the mood. Just playing things as it comes. Since we have also like a lot of time on the clock. But yes, I have downloaded Party Animals and I have most definitely considered it. It should be good evening fun someday.
Depths of your...
I have to ask, what makes you all think, or what makes all of you say this is your favorite? Death count so far? We don't do a death count, say Dana, just because it's actually such a pain to keep track of, and I think with everyone playing these games, death counts are going to be extremely high, and I don't think death counts say anything about any one person. There are people obviously very good at these games. But I personally love learning by experience. And the more I face a boss, the more knowledgeable I become of them. And me, like, having first try attempts or being able to be the boss in like 5 tries doesn't say anything about my ability to fight a boss other than, well, maybe that's not the best way to say it. Not that my ability to fight a boss, but it does not say anything about my knowledge about the boss. And I like to familiarize myself with the boss a lot. So that if I face them again, I'm a bit more aware of their movesets rather than just having either super OP weapons or doing a good read of the fight. That was the first death. Thanks for doing it. He looks cool. Gotcha. Yeah, so many things to do in so little time. You'd think that 57 hours is a lot, but it all goes over so quickly. That was a mistake. can't bully him though. We got that going for us. Maybe being in the center of the explosion is... What? That's mean. I was about to say, maybe being in the center of the explosion is not very good for us because we might get hit by it anyways, and maybe some distance would be really good for us, or maybe we can even jump it. But for him to come out of that, like, light show into a straight laser was rude. Well, Kudos, I don't think I could play this for 10 hours. Well, I have not been playing this for 10 hours, I promise you that. But, yeah, it could be definitely intense. We are definitely changing it up. Slightly overworked, otherwise you're okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Treybas. I hope things get a little easier for you. Pizza Possum? It's a pretty short game, all told. Interesting. Get back up count is more your vibe? Hell yeah. We get knocked down, we get back up. I do appreciate that. I should have gone for the long attack. Come on, Ashe, you can dodge these. Interesting. Interesting how many windows you can actually punch again. Annoyed for walking into so many of these attacks. Dang it. I've definitely beaten bosses not by understanding their moves, but getting lucky that the AI only did moves you knew. Sometimes it really is just also sheer overpowering them. You can also have a build that works so effectively against them that you just mow right through them. But yeah, it can be like so many factors of things, like luck, you were in a good headspace, you read the attacks right, that they gave you good RNG versus bad RNG, maybe they didn't give you some killer attacks that they might have given you on other attempts. There's just a lot going on here in a fight. He plays a hungry little possum that wants pizza. That's all I want from life. Just a pizza. You love this one for the lore. It's nice to get a frenzied flamed boss. It's so ominous. I've been enjoying the lore pieces so far coming up to these fights. We're gonna be really aggressive, chat. Like, extremely aggressive, okay? That's what's gonna pay off. Like this. Heck off. Heck off. That is so nice, like, not cool of him. It's not chill at all for him to come out of that explosion on the ground to follow it up with a freaking ray of madness. Yeah, the worst of all swears. Heck.
The depths of your...
Hey, Khaled. I thought maybe we could try jumping it. Even if I jumped it and it was possible, that was way too early.
The depths are yours.
Come on. I wish you didn't have to fight the little guy every single time. Come on. One of those moments where I didn't press square off hard enough apparently. Guess you can stagger him out with that one. Oh. Still getting hit. Still getting hit by that one. I think I'm still rolling too early. Because if I'm coming out of my iframes and I'm getting hit by his wave of attack, then I'm going way too early. Hey Gabrielle, what's up? It's hard to know when to flask when a lot of these bosses I feel they can punish from so far out. I find that when I stagger them is always just a generally like a safe window, so I may not get like the riposte I would want, or just them coming out of riposte. Maybe I won't get a follow-up punish, but that seems to be the safest window for me. Or just after they end a really long combo. Oh my god, it's Envy! Hey Envy! Nat Merrick? Hello? Sleepy Raid? What is up? Hey Envy, what were you up to? Good to see you. Welcome in everyone. I'm Ashe. We're playing Elden Ring DLC. Just come across a boss. This is a lore through of the Elden Ring DLC, where we read all item descriptions, we pay attention to dialogues, and we try to understand the context of what is going on. And we're currently doing a subathon. Then roll it again. Which has been a grand time for 7 years on Twitch. Heck. I was really scared. I shouldn't be so far out. I need to be in his face. There we go. He's getting up so fast. No! Oh, dang it! Oh, if I just was a bit better about responding to that. Oh, that was close. Thank you for the luck, Envy. That was all the raid right there. Playing through 007 Nightfire on the hardest difficulty. Made it all the way to the second to the last level, but gave up. Oh, dang. I've never played Nightfire, but GoldenEye was my jam. That's what I grew up with. Yeah, some of those games can be really tough as nails. I hope you had a good time, Envy. I hope you've been feeling good post GDQ. Good to have you back. Do it again! Do it again. Also, MB, please feel free to take care of yourself. Go do you. Go rest up post stream. I'll be here doing my thing. There you go. Since getting home, honestly, you probably had very little sleep in the last few weeks. So, well deserved. Should have healed. There's plenty of time for me to heal. Aggression is paying off, yes, but I feel like I've rolled this one successfully once today, and I have not been able to follow it up with a successful roll since.
Depths of your...
Oh, I was not expecting that madness. That took me by surprise. I keep getting caught up by that. I did it. Oh, heck you! Dude, heck you! That was so rude! That is so mean! Partner came home early from work, not feeling, so I'm gonna spend some time with him. Best of luck on the subathon and congrats on 7 years. Thank you, Abby. Go take care of yourselves. Go do it. Thank you so much for bringing in all the love in your community. Reminds you of Miquella, Ashe? I have to wake up. I'll forget everything.
Depths of your...
He was so rude. I wonder how many of his attacks are strafeable. You can just stand right in front of his face and just wait to strafe them. At least healing kind of saved me somewhat.
Depths of your...
Hacker. You hacker. I need to learn how to dodge that one. Because I know his second, like, spin can go overhead. Maybe instead of rolling, I could just walk behind him and he'll be fine.
Depths of your food.
I don't know why I did that for an opening, but sure. Hey, Crush. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. They absolutely enjoy this boss. Oh my god! Mountif, thank you so much for that prime. That is sick. Thank you so much for the support. Adding time on the clock. Please enjoy the ad-free experience and the emotes, and I hope you enjoy your time here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means so much to me. Alright, here he goes. Sick! Okay. It's like, I know how slow that attack is. I need to just use my instincts from phase 1. He does add, like, he tacks on like 2 more attacks in phase 2, but
Depths of your.
alright, buddy. Let's tango. That was really bad of me. To like try and punish trade even with R1s. I just took more damage. I left myself vulnerable. It was not good at all. Sunwee. How'd you like this boss, Regal? Dang, I did not use gold.
Of your foolishness.
He's alright. Oh, that is not the right weapon. That would explain the damage. It's not bad because you can just kind of wail on him. He doesn't really do much, but you just definitely can't buff at the beginning of the fight, otherwise you get that. Bad on +0. Just because the madness can kill you really easy. His frenzied flame attacks. Oh, +0. How many hits did it take you to clean him up? Phase 0 every single time. 30? Oh, dang. I would have just called out a summon or something at that point, because like, the phase 0 is not really the fight. The phase 0 is just like, whatever. It's just like, you gotta clear him just to activate the real fight. The real boss is behind this guy. Yeah, they could have. I feel the same way. They didn't have to do this part. Well, I almost have that roll timing. So I'm happy about that. I would be happy if we just finish him today before we call the stream to an end. We got like an hour and 40 minutes. I'm sure we can do it in that much time. I'm trying to roll the explosion that comes out of his crash.
Depths of your...
Do we get the first part? How will we know the depths of your foolishness? Like Morga all over again. We always have to have one boss that insults us, right? I guess we're getting better at rolling that part. I've dodged it, or I've rolled it at least. I don't know. I can see if we can do it again. I've definitely rolled it. Maybe not the center of it, but we've rolled it to... side. Oh well. So we outrun this part. Oh well, I don't know actually. I've definitely rolled it though. Whether I just like outranged it or something else. That point I was definitely running away while the explosion went off.
_regular_guy just tipped 50.
Hey, Greg! Thank you so much for the 50! Hey! More points towards the maid outfit. Let's go! Thank you so much, Greg. Down with Midra. But first, we have to write Greg's name on a shirt. We have to write Greg's name on a shirt. Let's just take a tiny break to do so. A 2-minute break. And then we'll do some Midra. Greg, if you are here, you don't have to do it right now. Oh, I am wearing this shirt. Okay. I want to write your name on a shirt. You have to choose a color. And you have to let me know if you want a little drawing next to it. But it has to be simple. He's not? Okay. Well, dang. We'll just have to ask him when he's here then. Aw. You beat this boss like an hour ago. It was a tough fight. He's giving me a bit of a challenge. Hey, Cornelius. Welcome back. You... Okay. I don't know. Maybe we'll try rolling it again. If not, we might just start outrunning it. It's easy to run past the area, so that'll be great. If we can just resort to that. Because I've been doing as much because I don't want to be in the center of the explosion. Kind of like how you do with Millennia. what I did there? It's almost like I accidentally pressed another button because it almost looked like she went to do flame grant me strength. Maybe I accidentally did that because I couldn't run away out of that immediately. I don't know. I must have pressed the wrong input or something like that. Will Ashe beat Midra today? Yes, flame extinguished. No, things got too heated.
Depths of your
Posure the master of puns. How did he break out of that? Interesting follow-up. Oh, come on. He comes down from that attack sooner than you imagine. Like, he's quick to descend. I mean, rolled out a little earlier. Dang, a lot of votes for yes, none for no. It is cool, yep. A lot of characters that do that, like, launch into the air, where they are ready to strike you with their weapon and impale you, often take their time with their descent. So you have, like, either time to dodge, time to heal, or something like that, but he's rather quick on his descent. A lot of his simple attacks are hitting me and they should be. Like that. I should be taking damage. Simple combos. Nice, interrupted the really annoying attack. Heal. Square off. Square off. Oh, dang, he does like some spikes like Golden Order spikes. Like the Golden Hippo. Sick. Heal for safety. Square off. Nice frost. Heal. Square off. Attack. Square off. I think we got him. Square off. Dodge. Spin. I might die. He gave me an opening, but I am reacting very poorly to this. No! God dang it! That was so bad. Yeah. I shouldn't have panicked. Hey, Black Wolf. I'll do it again. Caught up with me this time. I tried to punish something I shouldn't have. I should leave him alone. The minute that he like crashes on the ground, I should wait for the porcupine spikes to come up, and then I can try and punish. Yeah, that was extremely greedy. Extremely greedy. Dang, there's no doubters at all in chat right now. 64,000 points, and yes, the flame will be extinguished. A lot of faith tonight. I forget that sometimes he has a follow-up and that comes out of it in such a specific way. There were opportunities to basically stagger him, but they kind of ebbed away. Pain. Oh, Weseth is the only one who's voted for 2. Gonna win big today. So many hours left. We're gonna have the subathon for the rest of the year. I don't know, 56 hours doesn't equate to a whole year. We're gonna have to see about that. But maybe. It might just keep going. We're literally no less than what we started the day with, so. And I still gotta put in the tips manually because I haven't been able to contribute those automatically. Like, I think we have at least like 175 euros worth in tips that are gonna add time to the clock today. With 0 channel points, yep. Because in some countries, you can't actually vote. You can't actually use Gamba points. But you can vote every night.
The depths of you.
Net gain during the day? Yeah, I would say so. I would say so. We have a really cool July, don't we, Arcani? I feel like it's been really, like, cool, windy, cloudy. Not too bad. Oh, seriously?
If you want to be healthy, this is the starter. Drink more water.
Drink more. Thank you, Pekka. That was a bad choice. That was a bad choice. That was a bad choice. That was a really bad choice. That was a really, really bad choice. Why did I back out? Why did I back out? I have to close in. Okay, time to close in. No fear. No fear. Gotcha. Hell yeah. Let's go, buddy. Get up. Gotta go again. Gotta go again. Come on. Let's freaking go. Yay. Oh, it's a remembrance boss. Yeah, we did it. Get hecked, Wesith. Get hecked. 0 points. Doubter. Did you really? I turned 60 points into 69 points. How many hours or try? We met this boss, yeah, last night. We did like 4 tries on him and then we called it a day. So I would say we've been on it for an hour. I think we started about an hour ago doing some attempts. Nice. I'm ready to do some lore, chat. Let's lore. I want to know more about this boss. Give me the deets. So proud of me. Oh, thank you, Benjack. That feels so sweet. So sweet. Alright, more points into faith. I will take it. Alright, we have a lot of lore pieces to read, chat, so let's get to it. Remembrance of Midra, the Lord of Frenzied Flame. As the golden barbs inflicted eternal agony upon him, Midra held fast to Nanaya's entreaty. Endure. The word was a curse. And then his response at the beginning of the fight says, I have endured more than enough. And he asks Nanaya to forgive him. Alright. Or maybe he asked her to forgive him because he couldn't endure anymore. Alright, you know what's next, chat. We go to the round table hold. We figure out what is happening. Where's my Y not working? Hi, Blur. Round table hold, and we're gonna figure out what the other remembrance item says about our dear fellow Midra.
Don't hesitate to...
Okay, from Midra, we get a great sword. Nice, a great sword of damnation. Now that's a cool name for a sword. And Midra's Flame of Frenzy. So Flame of Frenzy summons Lord of Frenzied Flames, head to spew Frenzied Flame. Okay. Summons an apparition of the Lord's head to spew Frenzied Flame. This incantation can be used while in motion. The apparition will remain as long as the input is held. The Lord of Frenzied Flame shall take their torment, despair, their affliction, every sin, every curse, all melted away. Yet Midra, like others before him, was too weak to become a lord. But why is he called the Lord of Frenzied Flame if he was a failed lord? Did he just self-title himself as a Lord of Frenzied Flame? I think I know what the line of bodies is, Carl. Let me just read the second item and I'll tell you my theory. Why were they too weak to become a lord? Okay. The other item is the golden greatsword that once pierced the body of Midra, master of the manse, used by the Hornset in execution of a damnation like no other. So not only the Hornset forbid people from going to this region, they also executed him. As a vessel, that could be it. So who is Nanaya? Thank you, Tiago. Hello, Teddy. Yep, that's what I was thinking as well. The unique skill, the Golden Crux, leap up and skewer a foe from overhead. If successful, the weapon's barbs unfold to excruciate from within. Additional input releases barbs in the area. There's something of the Golden Order in the sight of those fixed upon this crux. See, that's also interesting. It is definitely the Golden Order. We got the lore. So, Mensis? Bloodborne? Mergo Net... wet nurse? No way. It's all connected. Let's see. Just free cam this. Let's see which is the outermost region. I don't think there's anything more to this place, but I can go take a look here anyways. Interesting, Sonobori. So this is my thought here. When people line up in a formation like this, they're doing one of two things. They're standing to battle, about to face a foe as protectors or defenders, or they're lined up in execution. So, now us knowing that the Great Sword of Damnation was basically put through Midra as punishment, this is nothing other than a line of execution. Even look at the way their wrists are bound, which I didn't even notice that before. They're tied up here, and they're made to be an example. And I'm actually not sure what the golden barbs are in terms of suppressing this flame or maybe even causing so much pain, but this is nothing but to send a message. The horn scent is telling you to stay away. Can you zoom in on the golden barbs? The only way I can do that is with a bow. I need to actually go buy myself a telescope. Where do I buy the telescope again? Is it like the first merchant you come across? The best way I can do that right now is a bow. See if they have fingernails. The first merchant, okay. Santa. I don't see fingernails. I do see some sort of like indentation or something. But I can't for sure like see a fingernail. But yeah, you can tell that their hands are bound. Interesting. What do you think? Do you think it actually is fingernails? It would be weird though. It would be weird if fingers are growing out of them, considering the Golden Order probably rejected everything other than two fingers. We go into the discussion chamber. It does kind of look kind of... Say it. What does it look like? Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they sort of seem to have a lot of that, like... I don't know. I don't know if we've seen anything as the same as this golden barb, but there's more to come across. Alright. Which also makes sense why there's horn scent still lingering around this area, because they execute anyone trying to pursue this flame. But like, even Midra himself kinds of like warns us from not approaching. Does he regret it? I don't know. Anyways, there's a bunch of lore pieces we should read. A record of crafting techniques left by a craftsman who served Midra, master of the manse, and Nanaya, its lady. His eyes were burned by the flame of frenzy. Makes the surging, frenzied flame. We should read this crafting item. It might give us some more information. This one. Oh, we've already read this one. Because the frenzied flame melts them, melts away spirits. No wonder the horn said forbid the flame's use. Okay. Gotcha. What else do we have? Lore-wise. The winter lanternfly. Winged insect carrying a dangling frenzied flame grape. Flies lazily around the abyssal forest, said to be the heralds of the aging untouchable. On seeing these, the wise know to stay well clear of that place. I have a torn page of a diary. A discarded page ripped from a diary bearing a passage written in a tremulous hand. Touched him, but only once. When he thrust his staff in my face, I brushed it aside. It was then that I touched him, the aging untouchable. What's the aging untouchable? Okay. You can even see like those flame grapes sketched on this diary piece. Golden Ore rejected everything other than 2 fingers. Dang. No chicken fingers in the lands between confirmed. Dang. Okay. Let's see. What other items have we gotten? We have the Frenzy Flame perfume bottle. Yeah, we've already seen this. There's about other new things. Oh, this is from the base game. This is not something that we want to check. Forager Brewed Cookbook has given us a fireproof pickled liver. We have a bell bearing. Oh, we should go and turn in all these bell bearings because I imagine they're going to give us so many items that will put things into context. We have the giant golden arc. The arc resembles the barb, a known symbol of coercive questioning. There you go. You have more about the barb. So this like spiral sort of like motif that we see a lot in the Horn Scent, and they also cast magic that looks a lot like this. They also cast a giant golden arc. I want to try this out to see what it looks like. It's not the first time we've read something about questioning in relation to these items. Cerulean Sapping Crack Tear. Restores FP upon landing attacks, not bad. Love Ward Crystal Tear. This increases the attack power of spirits. This one gives us Frenzied Flame Pot and Frenzied Flame Pot. And I think we did everything else. Let me see if we can actually... What are the requirements for... It's one spell. Dang, I lost it. Where'd it go? 34 faith. How close am I to 34 faith? 25. Nowhere near right now. Shame. I kind of just wanted to see what that looks like, because it makes me wonder if they use the arcs against the Horn Scent in this one storeroom. If you go to the storehouse, you see like a lot of Horn Scent, but then it also kind of looks like rune arcs. It's all very, very like curious. But this stuff makes me feel like this is not only a specimen house, but it also kind of was a place of questioning, interrogation. I don't know. Okay. That means we've finally explored the Abyssal Woods. We've done the boss within, which ends up being a remembrance boss. What remains is going through the Viaduct Minor Tower. We get to go to a new area, chat. Do a tiny bit of exploration today. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. I don't think so. Okay. These raisins here. These for torrents. This is a place we haven't had a chance to explore. The ruins of Row, which I believe the Horn Scent were investigating these ruins. They sent their scholars here to learn as much as they can from them. The game is definitely lagging. I should probably restart my computer today. Give my poor computer a chance to rest. Alright. Find them here. More spirit calculus. So we'll get spirit abacus. It's definitely stuttering a little bit. elevator that goes down. We just got here though. And Torrent can join us? Oh, blood fiends. A dog. It's not attacking us. Oh, well, now it is. I'm gonna get down. It's a little harder to fight things. It's this tunnel. There's like this lower plateau here that we found ourselves at. Instantly get to the ruins, instantly find an elevator down. With multiple options. Let's kill the blood fiends first. Oh, heck, there's so many of you. I don't want to face this many. I can't remember if these guys sleep. Probably not. Single file, please. One at a time. No, heck no. I go back and forth between it, pork chops. On one hand, it like Torrent steers really awkwardly, and he steers in a wider like axis as like your main character would, so that can be a boon and a pain at the same time. It just kind of makes it harder for you to control your character, and sometimes I'm not a fan of that, but in some instances it helps you like do stupid things like loop the AI of an enemy by dancing forever around them with Torrent. So like conceptually I think it's kind of cool because it almost feels like you're jousting, but it doesn't always go as smoothly as that, if that makes sense. My character is Final Fantasy 4 elf? I'm not sure. My character is Casca from Berserk, but she's not exactly the most beautiful version of Casca. She's the best I could come up with. Yeah, maybe. It does kind of feel a little bit like tank controls. Really? All that for a Somber Stone? Yeah. Even then, it doesn't really justify. Oh, dang, I'm really, like, my game is really stuttering a lot. I feel like the combat on Torrent could be a little bit more seamless. Maybe they could have added some fun mechanics to it, but I understand why they give us the option. Like, if we're just riding through the world, we need to have the ability to be in combat like any other rider. Let's see. What is lagging up game chat? Probably the 10 million things I have running right now. Even my GPU. Why is my GPU being completely throttled by Elden Ring? Had something happened recently? Like, I know that this DLC is like not exactly the best design, but 90% GPU usage on a decent GPU that I have? That's kind of wild. Nah, I mean, I put it to sleep overnight. But it could be the fact that I'm running other, like, marathon components as being a bit stressful. There are people that literally never switch off their computer and don't have problems. I, like, at least put mine to sleep and switch it off from time to time. But yeah, it could be just all the marathon elements. Really? The performance of the game has been getting worse with the patches? Oh, there's more hippos here. Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay, nerfed. Oh, it chugged for you too. I know I got Shadow Tree fragments from the other ones I did, so I feel like it might be at least worth it to see if we get a Shadow Tree fragment from this one too. God, it's chugging madly. That's wild. Oh, gods. I turn it off just because it's power wastes to run my computer on all the time. It costs me too much to do that. And I don't have that kind of money to pay massive electricity bills. That alone is good enough incentive for me to have my computer switched off. There's no need to be wasting the world's power for my computer to be idle. Oh, okay. Shadow Tree fragment. Well, I'll take that. It's kind of hard to fight this enemy with just like the lag I'm having. Maybe we won't get a chance to explore too much of this area without me honestly having a proper computer restart. You summoned some giant that stomped you? Heck that. I'm sorry, Hugh. That's brutal. You're getting there, dude. I believe in you. Trust. That's so sad. It's so sad how poorly this place is running. Ruins of Row. Yep. I'm finally there. Did you have issues with the performance of this area? No, I mean like more than other areas. I know that you had issues everywhere. No? So it's not like it was any different here. Okay, well, it's definitely lagging up for me. Which makes me want to leave this for next time. So we can have a nice little computer restart. Oh, heck. Not time. The encampment outside Castle Ensis. Yeah, I didn't struggle with that one. I don't think I've struggled in any part of the DLC. So this could be something with my computer. But I wouldn't be surprised that with every patch From Software is making the game perform worse than it should. Would not be surprised about that. Well, maybe there isn't more for us to explore now. This area. Alright. I feel satisfied that we beat the boss. I'm not happy with the performance of the game. So I think what I'm gonna do is take my win here and then save the exploration of this beautiful place to tomorrow, where I think we'll probably stream Elden Ring a little earlier than we've been streaming it lately, just so I have enough energy to like tackle some bosses, do some fair amount of exploring, put this game under our belt. And I think with that, we can say goodnight to YouTube. Thanks for joining for even a small and short stream. And I will see you all for the next one, hopefully tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. We won't be ending just yet on Twitch, just so you all know. We're going to be doing some bedtime stories where I'm going to be reading some more Dark Souls lore for all of you. So if all of you are interested in sticking around for some Dark Souls reading and continuation of yesterday, we will be doing that. But till tomorrow, YouTube. See you next time. Bye.